Hi everyone, Flaming Footy here and welcome back to a new video on the channel. And today guys, here I am to continue my AFL 2023 3-game match reviews. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the first 3 games from round 23. Those games are Collingwood VS Brisbane, Richmond vs North Melbourne and Gold Coast vs Carlton. Friday night footy was high scoring and free flowing at Marvel Stadium. Collingwood vs Brisbane, Collingwood 15-10-100 to Brisbane 19-10-124. 24-point win, 4-goal win here for the Brisbane Lions. Now this is just absolutely huge for how the top 4 will finish towards the end of the year, which I'll be going through later at the end of the video. But huge win here for Brisbane. They had to do it. It was an undermanned Collingwood outfit, and this win was going to be so important for their finals hopes this year and for ladder positioning as well. Of course, the top 2 get home finals, home qualifying, and if they win that, the home preliminary finals, and that's almost a path through the grand final. So how huge this win was for Brisbane, so important for their year. And they started off really well with a 4-6 opening term, which just set the tone for the night. It was going to be a high-scoring, free-flowing, really exciting contest, and well, we got exactly that in the second quarter. 2 goals to 3, dried up a little bit. Brisbane still held the lead comfortably for most of the quarter. Then the third quarter, Brisbane kicked the first 2 goals of the quarter. Collingwood responded the next 1, 2, 3, 4 to come right back within striking distance, and then a few more goals are exchanged between both the sides. Brisbane get back out to about that 20-point lead, about a 14-point lead, 12-point lead in fact. At 3-quarter time, then the final quarter, 3 goals for Collingwood, 5 for Brisbane, and they finish off nice and strongly. To the Lions kick the first 1, 2, 3, 4 goals of the quarter to just about lock it away then. Player stats, 122 fantasy for Pendlebury, 106 for Cameron, McInerney, 103 for Zorko, 102 for Dunkley. Goals behinds, 4 goals for Cameron, that's Charlie Cameron, 3 for Elliott, Danaher and Hipwood, 2 for Mycheck, Rayner, Bailey, McStay, Howe and Archie, who started the game off really well. Did Archie, 31 disposals for Mitchell Pendlebury, Neil, 26 for Josh Dacos and McKenna. Marks, 9 for Starcevich and Zorko, 8 for Mycheck, 9 tackles for Crisp, 8 for Dunkley. Hit-outs, 41 for McInerney, 25 for Cox, 20 for Cameron, 2 for McStay and Danaher. Team stats now is the inside 50s. The Brisbane won 47-55. Collingwood, they've been a little low on inside 50s in the past few weeks. Just one thing to keep a little eye on. They did win centre clearance, though, by +2. The Lions won stoppage clearance by +2. The Lions won contested and uncontested footy as well. And marks, they led for pretty much the whole game. The Pies did out-tackle them. They were on track for some really good tackles. They were on track for a really high number, but in the end, it did dry up as the game went on. But huge win this for Brisbane's year. They really needed to win this game, and they got such a crucial win. First game a little bit earlier today was Richmond and North Melbourne at the MCG, and it was Richmond that won this game by 29 points to go ahead and see off Jack Revolt and Trent Cotchin in fine style. Unfortunately enough, though, for the Kangaroos' point of view, Jack Zeeble could not be sent off in the same fashion. But yeah, it was 3 greats of the game. All going off in this one game. There was a huge number of people at the MCG today to see them off, and Richmond won this game by 29 points, 14-17, 101 to North Melbourne 10-12, 72. Really nice win here from Richmond. North Melbourne were right around the contest for the whole game. They never died off until really that last quarter where they did waste their opportunities. Richmond did start off the game well, though, 3 goals to 2 in the opening term, but North are right around in it. 4 goals for North, though, in the second quarter. Does start them off quite well, but the Tigers, though, they kicked 7, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goals in a row. 6 of their 7 come in a row, which was just huge, to giving them a nice lead at half-time. In the third quarter, though, 4 goals for North, 1 for Richmond. It's where North come back and really do have an opportunity to perhaps win the game. Richmond were inaccurate in that quarter, and again, in the last quarter, they kicked 3 goals, 7, but North kicked 0 goals, 5, and definitely the pain is felt on the scoreboard in that final term. 129 fancy for Sheasel, 127 for Martin, 124 for Bolton, 109 for Nankervis, 105 for Thomas, 103 for Scott. 6 goals for Larkey, he kept North Melbourne in it single-handedly, 4 for Bolton, who was in great form, 3 for Martin, 2 for Soldo and Thomas and Bolter. We got 1 goal for Jack Revolt, by the way, as well. Disposal, 37 for Sheasel, 31 for Martin, 28 for Hopper and Scott. Marks now, 10 for Bolter, 8 for Hopper and Core. Tackles, 8 for Taranto and Phillips, 7 for Nankervis and Howe. Hit-outs, 25 for Tristan Zeri, 24 for Nankervis, 15 for Soldo and Goldie. Team stats now, where it was Richmond that won that area by 9, 56-47. They won clearances, very dominant around the stoppage clearances with the Tigers. the Kangaroos won the centre clearances. Tigers won contested footy, North won uncontested footy. Tigers won marks and marks inside 50 convincingly. Led for a little over 3/4 of the game, and what a win it was for Richmond. Trent Cotchin and Jack Riewoldt sent off in fine style. Also, Saturday afternoon was Gold Coast and Carlton at Heritage Bank Stadium. What a cracking game of footy this one was. Carlton won by 4 points. Gold Coast 13-9-87 to Carlton 13-13-91. Carlton by 4 points. It is 9 in a row now for Carlton. They are in finals. That is officially confirmed. Carlton are locked into finals this year. It's just where do they finish now, which is the question, but they are in finals. So, all Carlton fans can definitely relax, take a deep breath, knowing they're in finals. But, they did it the hard way, though, for sure. That is to say, they did it the hard way. 6-1 in the opening term for Gold Coast. Had them on target for a decent win as well. They really look like they're going to get a decent win. They are a better side at Heritage Bank Stadium, Gold Coast, than anywhere else. We saw that Q Clash performance a few weeks ago, really did highlight that. But yeah, 6-1 opening term, 6-5. In fact, they couldn't capitalise on their dominance that they had. They had so many more inside 50s. Their pressure, everything was up. Carlton just weren't there in the first quarter. Then the second quarter, Carlton kicked 6 goals, Gold Coast kicked 1, and it's a really even ball game at half time. It is the Suns by 2 points, but arguably enough, Carlton could have had the lead at half time. A little bit more of a slow, scrappy third quarter, though. But Carlton, they'd be ruining those missed opportunities. An opportunity they could have really taken the game away from the Suns in this third quarter. They kicked 1 goal, 7 to Gold Coast, 2 goals straight. So dominance there for Carlton in that third quarter. Then the final quarter, Gold Coast started off really well. They hit the front. They kicked 4 goals. Carlton kicked 4. Carlton kicked 5. Gold Coast kicked 4. But in the end, it's just enough to see Carlton over the line with a nail-biting 4-point win, 125 fantasy for Flanders and Newman, 118 for Miller, 108 for Swallow, 107 for Ainsworth, 106 for Hewitt, 103 for Fisher, 101 for Curnow. 5 goals for Curnow, 4 for Swallow, 2 for Motlop, Owies, Martin, Sexton and Ainsworth. Disposals 36 for Flanders, 31 for Newman, 29 for Miller, 28 for Fisher. Marks, 9 for Newman, 8 for Andrew, Swallow and Wiedering. Mac Andrew, what a player he is turning out to be. He's been really good as of late. 10 tackles for Hewitt, 9 for Rao. We go to the hit-outs now. 38 for Witt, 17 for Pitnet, 16 for DeConing, 2 for Troll, 1 for Mackay. Team stats now is the Suns at 1 inside 50, 64 to 51. They did get quite a fair few in that first quarter, as I said. That was where they were the most dominant, so no surprise they won that area. They couldn't capitalise on the win they had in that area either. They won clearance as well, centre and stoppage clearance. The Blues won contested footy, the Suns won uncontested footy. The Suns did win marks inside 50, 15 to 11, but it was the Blues plus 9 in contested marks. The Suns led for a little under 3/4 of the game. Carlton out-tackled them, though the Suns were good with tackles inside 50 at 22 to 8. 4-point win for Carlton. They're in finals in 2023. At Giants Stadium, the Orange Tsunami is well and truly alive and going on at the moment. It's the Giants up by 46 at the moment over Essendon, 52 to 6, and this is disastrous for Essendon. This is absolutely disastrous. They need to try and come back in this game. They're going to lose a lot of percentage if it goes this way, and the Giants are going to gain a lot of percentage if it goes this way. But yeah, this is not going to be good for Essendon if they lose this one. And for the Giants, it'd be huge if they were to get a huge win. So now we turn to the remaining fixtures of the round, and it is St Kilda and Geelong on the Saturday night, 6th versus 11th. This is just going to be such a huge game as to how the makeup of the top 8 goes. We've got 5 teams at the moment which are locked into finals, and it can become 6 shall the Saints get the job done tonight. Then it will be 6 teams locked in. There will only be 2 spots left in the finals, and it'll probably be the Cats out of the finals race as well. So there's a lot on the line in this game at Marvel Stadium tonight. And then also, speaking about a lot on the line, Adelaide and Sydney Saturday night, Adelaide Oval 13th versus 7th. There's a fair bit riding on this one as well. Of course, every game for Adelaide is an elimination final. They need to win both their last 2 games against Sydney and West Coast. So this is going to be such a huge one tonight. And for the Swans, again, they're currently inside the top 8. They might be out of the top 8 shall they lose. And if they win, they've got a very good grip in the top 8 heading into a big round 24 clash with the D's at the SCG. So 2 huge Saturday night games which are very well going to decide how the top 8 could look. Now the Dogs, it's an absolute It's an absolute must-win against the Eagles. Tomorrow, Melbourne and Hawthorn clash in the Pink Lady game, Sunday Channel 7 game, and then Freo and Port finishes off the round. So a couple of top 4 adjustments could be made tomorrow with Melbourne and Port Adelaide playing, and then of course the Western Bulldogs play West Coast in what could change the top 8. We're going to go to the ladder now, and well, we're going to put on the live ladder. It would see the Giants climb up into the top 8 and get a little bit of percentage. We'll get a huge amount of percentage. What was it before? So percentage before was 98.60. And it would rise to 101.2, and then the Bombers, they're at 99.10, and it would go to 96.60. So a lot of percentage will be lost for Essendon if they fail to win. And of course, as well, Melbourne absolutely have to beat the Hawks if they want a top 4 spot, because Carlton are coming. They've got the Giants in round 24. The D's have the Swans. Absolutely have to win the D's to lock in a top 4 spot as well, by the way. Top 2 is, well, even the top spot could be up for grabs if Brisbane win and Collingwood lose next week, or that's the only way that it would really be up for grabs. And top 2, of course, still up for grabs as well, because Port could still get it as well. They'll need percentage, so they'll need the Lions to lose next week and them to win. So yeah, there's a fair bit going on up there. And then of course we go to this, which the live ladder's on at the moment. Of course, that Adelaide and Sydney result does become huge, because they can get Adelaide fairly close to their percentage, and then that Dogs game as well is huge. And their percentage, they're going to need to pick up a fair bit of it tomorrow as well if they want to get the win. If they want to get into finals, then this is how the rest of the ladder looks. So huge end to the rounds coming up. But yeah, 2 Saturday night games are going to be huge. It's going to be with this one, the Giants and Essendon in tomorrow's 3-game match reviews. Make sure that you go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss that, because 3 crucial results coming up here for the makeup of the top 8. Sunday, crucial, and then round 24, of course, as we know. How crucial is that going to be? It is going to be super crucial. There's your answer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss another video on the channel. Thank you guys so much. Bye everyone. Flame Footy out.